The farm I'm gonna need for this is huge. You've probably seen this gold farm on Hermitcraft. It makes 360,000 gold nuggets per hour, which is really fast, but it requires a significant quantity of obsidian. Now, since this project has taken several months, we have to go back in time all the way to early 2022 where I don't have a good source of obsidian, so I'm gonna have to mine the end portal for a couple nights. Luckily, once I connect the gold farm to a piglin trade machine, I won't have to use that again. Obsidian acquired, let's start building. The gold farm and the storage is done. Just kidding, this was only half of the farm. I just built this to get some gold to trade with piglins for more obsidian. The real plan is to extend this down below the nether roof, making the rates around 700,000 per hour. Now I have run this for a while and gained a few levels in the process. Next is to build a fast piglin trade machine with around 200 piglins inside. To get piglins to spawn, I built a platform and a place high up for the player to stand while waiting for them to spawn. Now this is a good obsidian farm.
Yeah, boy.
Now let's actually start doing the big things. So the plan is to fit another gold farm like this under the bedrock. But doing that would slow it down due to mobs spawning outside the farm, and that's not good. To fix that, I would have to remove all possible spaces where mobs could spawn, which gives me two options. Number 1, place a fuck ton of slabs to prevent mobs from spawning. Number 2, the nuclear option, remove the entire fucking terrain around it so that there's nowhere for anything to spawn. Since I like to explode things, you can probably see where this is going. I want to blow up all the nether within a 128 block radius from this farm. Well, that's an easy task. Just build some TNT machines like I've done before, right? Wrong. This is the nether where there's hundreds of spots of lava dotted around all over the place. This means I'm gonna switch to using a world eater instead of some TNT machines. What it does is self-explanatory. It literally eats your world. Now to fit this in, I have to clear up some space with the help of a tunnel bore first. Since this requires several shulkers of slime blocks, I ran my slime farm for some time. Now I've got all the materials ready. Let's start by clearing the area needed for the tunnel bore. This is a tunnel bore that launches 3 TNT at once, making it explode in a specific way that makes a deep hole below. It does have one weakness though. After running it for about 10 blocks, I realized I had not taken into account that parts of the area is in a basalt biome which made out of blocks that have higher blast resistance. This would cause some blocks to not get blown up and stick to the tunnel bore, causing it to eventually break. Luckily, I found an easy fix for this: use more tunnel bore. This means I will use another smaller tunnel bore to clear the way for a bigger tunnel bore to then later clear the way for a world eater. If there's a problem, you throw tunnel bores at it until it goes away, unless it's bedrock, but you get the point. Now let's keep going.
Stack it up, stack it up, stack it up, stack it up, making that money, ain't on me, making that money, living that dream, making that money, ain't on me, making that money, living that dream, making that.
Looks like I broke the game, LMAO. Next thing is to dig a big square-shaped trench around the entire thing. The world eater can't reach those areas, so they have to be dug out first.
Making that money, ain't on me. Making that money, living that dream. Making that money, ain't on me. Making that money, living that dream.
Okay, the area has been prepared for clearing. Let's build the World Eater machine.
Tongue-tied, dreams die, we all lose our way. We have fears, shed tears, and we carry our mistakes. It's funny when you're down and out, they don't come around, they don't come around. Oh, it's funny.
Next is to remove the lava down here, which I almost forgot to do. And you probably know that lava removal is a pain in the ass, but I've managed to mitigate the pain by using flying machines and spamming buckets.
I've been working my hands down to the bone. Where you gonna be when the money run low? Lovers and friends come and they go. Where you gonna be when the money run low? Where you gonna be when the money run low?
Now time to run the World Eater all the way down to bedrock.
I've been working my hands down to the bone. Where you gonna be when the money run low? Lovers and friends come and they go. Where you gonna be when the money run low?
And now the best part, claiming the netherite bonus.
Where you gonna be when the money run low?
That should be enough to upgrade all my tools to netherite. Clearing this perimeter took over 100 hours in total, but it's gonna later pay off by making the gold farm twice as fast. Next is to build the bottom part of the gold farm.
I've been working my hands down to the bone. Where you gonna be when the money run low? Lovers and friends that come and they go. Where you gonna be when the money run low? I've been working my hands down to the bone. Where you gonna be when the money run low? Lovers and friends that come and they go. Where you gonna be when the money run low? Where you gonna be when the money run low? Where you gonna be when the money run low?
The nether side of the farm has been completed after over 150 hours. Also, I reached day 6969 when completing it. Keep in mind that I've worked on several projects at once, so the timeline is a bit messy. Now let's move to the overworld side of the farm. As you can see here, I've already made a medium-sized storage for 250 million items, but that's not even close to a billion, so that's getting upgraded. I'm also gonna connect the storage to a device that counts the amount of items 100,000 at a time. It's not that complicated. Just connect a device here that sends signal to the number display for every 58.87 shulker boxes that pass through. In here are all the materials. Let's build this thing.
Somehow always end up going back, always learning everything the hard way. I've been working my hands down to the bone. Where you gonna be when the money run low? Lovers and friends come and they go. Where you gonna be when the money run low? Where you gonna be when the money run low? Where you gonna be when the money run low?
So this is the storage for the gold farm. With over 20,000 chests, this absolute unit is capable of storing 1 billion items, which is enough to fit your mom. This is so many chests that my GPU started struggling, so I had to install a mod that makes chests less laggy. Now to store 1 billion items, I've already prepared by running my shulker farm for 180 hours, giving me about 1.2 million shells. And yes, I've recorded all of that, so no one thinks it's cheating. I could have made a bigger shulker farm, but I don't need it because this is the only time I'm ever gonna need this much shulker boxes. Now there's one more thing before I can start using the farm. Craft the shulker boxes and insert them into the loaders. The gold farm is ready. I've done some test runs and apparently found out that after a few hours the game starts to gradually slow down for some reason. Then I did some troubleshooting and found the source. It's from this area in the portal here. Don't know how that would be causing lag, but I managed to solve the problem by restarting the gold farm every 10 hours. Now the plan is to run this overnight every night, while during the day I work on the other projects you've seen in earlier episodes. Currently it's August 1st, 2022. Let's see if I can reach 1 billion before the end of the year. Level 10,000 reached. Remember the dude who blatantly faked reaching level 10,000? Even he has been overtaken. I'm running out of people to overtake, so I had to start competing with the cheaters. In episode 1 I said I was gonna do this, and I did. To put this into scale, Psycraft has 1 million gold blocks or 81 million nuggets, and I'm not even 1/10 of the way to my target. Let's speed it up even more. And that is day 10,000. Solid proof that I don't have a life. Oh, that's not good. Need to check what's causing this.
1 hour later.
Okay, so I found out why the game freezes all of a sudden. Apparently items in chests use up RAM. This isn't usually an issue, but when you're storing such copious amounts of items it starts to cause problems. The game runs out of RAM and then freezes. I don't think Mojang intended to make it possible to store 480 million items in a single area. Luckily, as always, I have a solution, which is to reduce the amount of items in the storage. The plan for this is to add a crafting system to it and craft the nuggets into ingots, making them take up 1/9 as much space. Then I also got another idea. Let's make some badass decoration for this too. Make it look like an industrial machine that generates gold out of thin air. Let's start with materials. This requires a lot of sea lanterns, so I went and built a small guardian farm real quick. Then I ran it overnight and crafted the prismarine into sea lanterns. Last was to make some concrete. Materials gathered, time to build.
You're the boss, wanna floss, do it on the roof. Unrehearsed at first, no parachute. Crocodile, big smile with the silver tooth. Fat tip, money clip with them leather boots. Levitate, pushing weight, diamonds on the dash. Big dream, limousine, pocket full of cash. Fast lane, eyes closed, pedal to the floor. Front row, VIP, leave them at the door. And do you wanna be a billionaire? Live it up like you don't care. And do you wanna be a billionaire? Do you wanna be a billionaire? Do you wanna be a billionaire? Do you wanna be a billionaire?
The gold farm has received a big upgrade. I have added some new things like a shulker box crafting room and a crafting system for converting nuggets into ingots and then into blocks. With this I emptied the storage and the farm was good to go without eating my RAM sticks again. Now I just need to run the farm until I reach the goal of 1 billion gold nuggets.
Never overdrawn, lick the ground, flex baritone, 'cause your game is strong. And do you wanna be a billionaire? Live it up like you don't care. And do you wanna be a billionaire? Do you wanna be a billionaire? Do you wanna be a billionaire? Do you wanna be a billionaire?
I think I've got the highest level in Minecraft now. 200 million left. Let's continue.
Like a killer whale. So we don't make it rain, we gon' make it hail. Just a honey, spend the money like you don't care. Tell me, do you wanna be a billionaire? And do you wanna be a
Ehi vittu.
Hey idiot, don't get too excited. It has been done. I have become the first billionaire in Minecraft. I've run the farm for over 1,600 hours and my PC has used several hundred kilowatts of electricity, but luckily I don't pay the electricity bill. Now I need to transport all of this back to my base. The way I will do this is to spam 400 chest minecarts into a single block, then move it on a flying machine 14 kilometers back to my base. So in here in this chest, I have 15 million gold blocks, but that's 1.3 billion nuggets, you may say. That's correct, but my counter only counted the nuggets flowing through and not the ingots. In real life, this would weigh 300 billion kilograms and be worth over 16 quadrillion at current market value. But it would cause problems. Not only would this crash the economy, this chest has a density of 1 trillion kilograms per cubic meter. When shit is too dense, it goes boom. This would also explode and crash my game, so I need to be careful when transporting this back to my base. Time to make a turn to the right. Transport successful. This was the silliest thing anyone has done in Minecraft, and I'm not gonna do something like this again. Also, I didn't do this for views or subs, I just did it for the lols, because I can. Now look where this is. You can probably see where this is going, but that's a project for another video.